Okay, let's dive into this. If you're sitting there staring at a blank code editor, maybe feeling your heart race just a little bit because you're about to write your very first line of JavaScript, hey, take a deep breath. You are in exactly the right place. Today's explainer is entirely dedicated to demystifying JavaScript and walking you step by step through your very first Hello World project. We're going to break down the core concepts of embedding your first script, and I'm right here to act as your personal guide. We're going to take this slow, keep it simple, and get you coding right away. So, are you a little intimidated by the leap to JavaScript? Because, let's be totally honest, almost everyone is at first. You've probably spent a ton of time mastering HTML, and you've made things look absolutely great by learning CSS. But now, you're standing at the edge of this looming giant called JavaScript. I completely understand that moving from just marking up a page to actually writing programming logic, well, it feels like a massive, daunting step up. You've maybe been putting it off because you think it's a completely different beast from anything you've tackled so far. And you know what? Your feelings are entirely valid. It is a big step.
But I really want you to keep this specific quote from our source material in mind. The learning curve is not that steep. I want that to sink in for a second. Yes, JavaScript is definitely different from HTML and CSS. And yeah, there's a lot to learn eventually. But that initial learning curve, that very first hill you have to climb just to make something actually work, is really not as steep as you might think. I promise you, if you stick with me through this explainer, you're going to find picking it up so much easier than you initially thought. We're going to completely diffuse that anxiety today.
Section 1. The Safe Zone, your HTML starting point. Before you write any logic or literally do anything that feels new or intimidating, we're going to ground ourselves in a clean slate of familiar tags. We are starting exactly where you already feel like an absolute expert. Step 1, we just need a dead simple HTML file. We're talking about your standard doc type, your HTML tag, and a simple head. Step 2, we create an empty body tag. That's it. You've done this 100 times before. It's a totally clean slate. Now, step 3 is where we cross the threshold into new territory, inserting the script tag. We generally put embedded scripts right at the bottom of the body tag. Don't worry too much about the why of that placement just yet. For now, I just want you to focus on how incredibly easy it is to set the stage.
The crucial point here is that the script tag is simply the HTML element required to embed JavaScript directly into a web page. Whenever we want to add JavaScript into our HTML, we just open up a script tag and close it, exactly like we do with a paragraph tag or a div. Think of it as a friendly little bridge. It's basically just the container that tells your browser, hey, stop reading this like a normal web page for a second and start reading this like a program. It perfectly connects the HTML you already know with the new logic you're about to write.
Section 2. Writing the code. The annoying 90s pop-up. If you're old enough to remember the late 90s, back when people first started making websites and learning JavaScript, you'll probably remember getting a little annoying pop-up box on practically every single website you visited. Well, you lucky people, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that today. It's a classic rite of passage. And here it is, the big, scary JavaScript code. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is just how simple and totally manageable it actually looks. When you strip away all the fear and the buildup, your very first JavaScript program is literally just a single line of text sitting neatly inside your script tags.
Let's break down the jargon so you can see exactly what's happening. And honestly, this brilliantly illustrates how logical JavaScript actually is. First, the alert function. A function is really just an action, and this specific action tells the browser to create that pop-up box. Second, the string. In programming, a string is quite literally just text. We open our parentheses, pass in the text "Hello World" wrapped in quotes, and close the parentheses. Finally, the semicolon. That simply signifies the end of the statement, telling JavaScript that our instruction is totally complete. That is the entire syntax. You're just passing a tiny piece of text into a classic function. Easy, right?
Section 3. The immediate reward. It's alive.
Okay, this is absolutely the best part of the whole process. You've written the HTML skeleton, you've added the script tags, you've typed out your one-line alert function and hit save on your code editor. Now go ahead and open your HTML file in your browser and hit refresh. And right there on the screen, there we go. You get that annoying yet absolutely beautiful alert pop-up box coming up on your screen saying Hello World. You click OK, and thankfully it goes away. It's a really simple interaction, sure, but it is undeniable proof that your JavaScript is alive. It's running. It's working exactly as you commanded it to.
Just look at what you initially feared. A massive, totally different, daunting leap into the unknown. And now look at the reality. You wrote a simple alert function and embedded it directly inside an HTML file you were already totally comfortable with. That really is it. That's exactly how simple it is to embed JavaScript into your web pages. The anxiety was just an illusion. You've just achieved a major win, and you did it seamlessly.
So, I'm going to leave you with this final thought. You have officially embedded logic into a web page. You are, right at this very moment, a JavaScript programmer. So, what will you build next? This was just a soft introduction to show you how incredibly easy it is to get started. Moving forward, you can start exploring exactly where to place your code, dive deeper into syntax, and really unlock the true incredible power of what this language can do under the hood. Stick with it, because you have absolutely got this. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and I seriously can't wait to see what you create.